So I know I've probably already gone through this in the free training as well as some videos before, but I also want to clarify again just so you know and understand the kind of process and sequence that your customer goes through for your e-commerce sales funnel. So we're going to kind of illustrate it in this video and make it more clear and let you get an idea of what kind of funnels that we're working with. So the first step usually is going to be some kind of opt-in form. So we're going to, let's say it's right here, opt-in. So this is basically a landing page where they're going to check out the product itself. This is where you're going to highlight all the benefits, the features and stuff, and what they get for buying into the product and things like that. And then later on, they're going to go to the order form. This is where they enter their credit card information and all that good stuff. Okay, their shipping information, all that. And this is where you're going to present your order bump for you to increase your average order value. And then later on, you're going to bring them to something called an OTO, which is a one-time offer. So this is where we're going to have our upsells. So usually it's going to be the same product but cheaper. So we're going to put upsell 1 right here. And then this is usually going to be, well, it's really up to you, but you can try doing the same item but cheaper. So for example, if you're selling something for $29.99, you can say for today only, we're also letting go a couple of these for $19.99, only for today. So if you want to, click on yes, and then it'll be added to your order, something like that. And this could be really useful if your order requires people to buy a few quantities, because it might solve their problem or it might require them to stock up and replenish. So that could be really useful too, having that first upsell there, so you can really increase your average order value. And then later on, we're going to have another OTO, so OTO 2, which is basically what I would suggest have an upsell where you offer some complementary items. So for example, again, if you're selling a fishing rod, you want to sell some fishing nets, some fishing bait, maybe like a fishing bag or something like that. Or you can offer more or less of the same as well, but that's completely up to you. So this is going to be upsell number 2. Okay, this part of the process. And then later on, what I like to do as well is to have some kind of continuity program. Well, you don't have to really do this, but it's really good to do that because you're going to get recurring revenue. And we did mention in one of the videos how to set that up. So it's really going to be useful if you're really going to implement this as well. So this is where you're going to offer some kind of subscription box where people pay you a certain amount, for example, $19 a month, for example, the one you see in the plan, every single month in the start of the month. So as long as you provide enough value and they see like a huge value for, more of a value of how much they're paying for, then you're going to get them to stick with the program and subscription for a long time. So this is basically going to be the subscription box, the continuity program. And then we have the thank you page, last but not least, right? So thank you page. So, oh, my bad. That's kind of an ugly box right there. So this is the thank you page where it'll be an order confirmation, basically a summary of all the products that you bought, letting them know that it's on its way, letting them know that you sent them an email saying your order has been fulfilled, stuff like that. And then here as well, you can actually offer different upsells, different complementary products as well, like you may like. We're just going to put YML, you may like. As well as that, you can actually introduce them to your actual store. So your actual storefront, for example, Jeff's Dog Store, Jeff's Dog Store, J, if I can type the J properly. Yeah, hope you get it anyway. So yeah, so the thank you page can actually include a bunch of upsells as well on its own, as well as that really let them know that you actually have a proper storefront in place for them to check out other products from you as well. So as well as that, for the opt-in page, you don't really have to do it, especially if you have a low ticket item. You can actually put all the information on your order form right here. That's really going to reduce the steps you need to for them to check out. So you might really need a opt-in page just because, well, obviously you want to collect your leads as well, but I think you can probably do that in the order form. But opt-in page, you might need more information explaining what it does, and how it benefits you and all that stuff before you go ahead and ask for the credit card information. So this is basically the funnel steps, the funnel sequence that you're gonna follow, more or less. Obviously, you can tweak it to your own liking and your preference, and kind of test out what you want to do yourself. But this is pretty much what you should do. So have an order form, have some one-click upsells, OTOs in between, maybe like 2 or 3, or maybe 1 if you want to. Have some kind of continuity program if you want to see if you can get the monthly recurring revenue, and then you bring them to the thank you page where you have the upsells as well, complementary products, and then your main store. So Jeff's Dog Store, for example. So that's pretty much the sequence, and hope you got some inspiration from this and start making your own funnel from here.